third year student of Kiet-Hub from Women's. Today I am talking about forms in handling. Forms are very important in every website or web applications are so many. They let me user enter the sending the data like login form, signing page, and contact forms. When someone typing something in a form like name or email or password and so many, the app needs to handle the data that data is currently. This is called a form handling. Good form handling. Make sure that user input is safe correctly. Secondly, input is a checking for the errors. It's like invalid emails, invalid password, or so many. The user expands in the smart and easily. In React, we can handling some in React. We can handling from in two main ways. Firstly, currently, sorry, controlled compounds and uncontrolling compounds. What is form? If form is a part of website or web page that let user enter the data and submit it, form are everywhere like login, search, feedback, and registration, and so many etc. Why is form handling are important? Handling form keep the data is accurate and help the validate inputs like check the password, email, contact, and so many etc. Improve the user experience with feedback and make it is easily for the developer to maintain the data in the React. Two types of the forms in React. React handle the data in the two ways. Firstly, controlled compounds and secondly, uncontrolled compounds. Both get data from the user, but they store the maintain it differently. Controlled compounds. The form data is a controlled by the React state. The input value is a maintain the React, not the browser. Here when the user type React updated the status and the input show that state. What is the benefit of the controller? React fully controlled the data, easy to invalid the input and single source of the truth can show live message and disadvantage of the controlled compounds. Need more code can get the compounds for the big form main slightly affect to perform in very large apps. Uh, Uses case of controlling compounds. Login form, search bar, any form there you are needing real-time validation. For example, showing the username already taken. while typing. Uncontrolling compounds. The form data is maintained by the browser. It's not a React. You use a reference to get the input values. Here the value stays in the uh, Mango and React does not control it directly. Benefits of the uncontrolling compounds. It is a less code, not need the update React state on that every keystone. Works well the not React libraries. And disadvantage of the uncontrolling compounds. Hardly to evaluation input while typing. Data may not sign with the React state and hardly maintain. It is a form of the large R compounds. Use case of the uncontrolling compounds. Feedback form and control the data once not live updated needed. I show real example of the controlled and uncontrolled. This is my code. It is a uncontrolled code. Controlled form code. Um, Firstly, imported React user state. User state means it is a valuable name as a empty. Handle submitted. Function has a run when the form in the submitted. E prevent of the duet. Stop the page reloading. It is used in a private page in reloading. And alert means show the currently input value stored in the state. In this sense, show alert on the submitted and form on the on submitted. React listen on the submitted event. Um, Value means controlled by the React state. It means make the input controlled by the React state. And on change means update the state. Update the React state as a user type. Uh, Live input value means show the type value uh, on the live input value. Then go to the then I see my output. This is a controlled compounds of example. I type my name and submitted my name. You see live updated value means it is a output of the controlled compound exam uh, code. It is a uncontrolling compounds. Firstly, import the React. It mean use ref means user reflection. Sorry, User reference. For the React, create the reference name that the point of the input value. Handle submitted. Handle submit means create the reference to the access of input. In this sense, run when the form is just submitted. Private page is a reload and show alert. Input is a control the input of to the reference. Not state is needed. Input value is not yet targeted by the React. Input value is not a read on the submit. In the sense, not live in updated. And then go to output. I see my output. It is a uncontrolled compound example. uh, I entered the my name. Sorry. Okay. Submit. You can see value is not read on the unsubmitted, not live submitted. And mainly, controlled is a React maintain anything fully controlled and real time updated and more code. Uncontrolled is a browser maintain anything. It is a less code and simple form and value read only when it's needed. And finally, controller components means React maintain the data and good for the validation and interactivity. And secondly, uncontrolled components. It is a browser mangoes the data and good for the small and simple form. Finally, user control when you need validation and you want live update and building a big and dynamical form. Use uncontrolled when forms is simple and small and user does not need the value. Okay, friends, thank you for the learning. Okay.